Hey everybody, hoping you're having a great day. I know I am because I finally have finished the bottom of the prop. This is really the end of electronics for the prop, except for adding, I did run out of, I think these are these are JST connectors. I ran out of mates, and they're at the post office. I just got to go down there and pick them up. But got everything to fit in there. The new battery's in there. It's rated at 1,000 milliamp hours. So if it truly is that capacity, this prop should last somewhere around 3.5 to 4 hours per charge. So the way I've done the layout is this is wired up to where when you have a connector plugged into it, you disconnect the ground or negative side of the battery to the electronics, so theoretically you're not loading the battery down with the prop. Kind of puts my concern to rest if this thing's in storage for a long period of time, that the battery is not continuously connected to the prop. As long as you leave, I'll have a dummy connector that I'll supply to my friend R. Warren that he can put in the jack when it's just in storage, and it won't bleed off the battery. But when you do disconnect it, let's get the meter here and go watch over here. Just very nice. These are the Palalalu solid state switch circuits. So there we go. We click that, and there we go. 3.85 volts. Turn it off. And it's just like all over there. Never a good engineering to use your negative line as the switch. Usually you want to go to positive, and I believe it's because of this little anomaly here. I don't think it's really loading the battery down, but it tends to, confound the meter. So maybe I should have paid attention in class the day that the teacher talked about I don't know, ground eddies and things like that, whatever. So anyways, works perfectly. Switch on, switch off, switch on, switch off. So thrilled for so many different reasons. The fact that everything fits in here and is below, for the most part, this edge, which was kind of a thing that I really focused on. This will kind of fold around and hook up to the electronics. I ran out of these JST male connectors because I didn't want to do this. A splice in what's in the prop just would have looked hokey. So I ordered a bunch of crimp pin connectors. I got to go to the post office, pick them up, and I'll put them on the prop. And hopefully the video I shoot on Sunday will be of all of this together, closed up. That's another thing I did. When this goes into the prop, what I have is a little piece of, because this catches the front lip, but back here I don't want just the cap that you pull off to charge to be the only thing that holds it together, because then when you pull the cap off, the prop literally could open up on you. So what I did was I put a little C ring. It's basically a spring that I stretched and reformed, that's just this diameter, and will keep the prop together. I'll focus a little bit more on that when I get to the final video, which will be the addition of all the buttons and the accessories and the front face plate, and literally concluding this project and putting it to rest. This just so jazzed. So anyways, this is the end of, I guess, build number 16. Stay tuned for build number 17. Oh, I guess what I wanted to expand on was the fact that being able to do all of this only came about because the original battery that I was going to use, which as you see would have stuck out, and with these fortifying lip in the casting, would have just been a nightmare. I think this one, yeah, this one here, actually, I don't know if you can see it, I had already marked it off and was going to try to hog this material out, and that could have been disastrous. So I'm glad I had to replace batteries, because These had a date code of 2015. Jeez, that's already 4 years old, and just didn't want to put a battery that old into a brand new prop, so that's what forced me to go out and search for new batteries, and stumbled across these, and just so happens they fit perfectly. Had to go in and clean up the battery protection circuit and the way that thing was taped off, and it's a good thing too, because the solder connections were just so horrible. I don't know what it is. Learn, you build crap, it is crap. If you take the time and take pride in your work, you get a good reputation. But if you let anybody do the assembly and you end up with dangerous solder connections, guess what? Someone's phone or MP4 player or prop could spontaneously ignite in the middle of the night because of a crappy solder connection. Anyways, enough of that. So cool that this has gotten as far as it has, and we're going to hopefully put this project to rest. I'll see you later. Bye.